morning. Happy April 16th. It's Thursday. I was about to say it's Wednesday. I feel like all the days are mushing together. This is so exciting. We've got some fresh faces on the call, so I feel like that's the first thing to be excited about and introduce. So I know Alex just shouted out Savannah, so welcome, Savannah. Yay. And Marissa, welcome Marissa, who's also in the Vail area. There's so many Vail ladies here. Yeah, so welcome to you both and welcome to Tea Time. So kind of the thought for today, I wanted to just talk first to do announcements and like get some of that jazz done and dusted. Obviously the 48-hour offer is over. And if you haven't already submitted that form, definitely do that today. You just need FIN numbers. That's really the only thing required. And in addition, some fun things that we've got going on. Obviously, the reset. How's everybody feeling that's resetting? Get like a, yeah, okay.
Amazing.
Hey. But yeah. I know like I've definitely, this one I've been really calm and collected with myself. I'm like, ooh, Tom made pizza. I might have a slice of that. Like, I don't know. I'm just being kind to myself. So yeah, crushing that in the Facebook group. Sophia, do you have anything to add about anything, notes, feedback that you've heard about the Facebook group?
No, I mean, I would encourage your people to like interact if they want to. I know that a couple people are like sharing their recipes, and I think getting them involved gives them kind of a little bit even more purpose during this experience. And so if you do like have friends, and ask them for their feedback as well, because so far I've gotten really good feedback, and it seems like everyone's super stoked and really grateful for all the recipes. But yeah, just I would say like interact with your people one-on-one on top of the Facebook page as well, whoever's doing the reset with you.
Couldn't agree more. And I feel like most of you are also in the other group that's going on, the Body Love Reset. If you're not, let me know. It's beautiful. And I think what's super cool is in the future, I think we're going to kind of fuse it together and have some creative juices flowing, and maybe do some body love, some more like strict reset, and just kind of bounce back and forth and give people what they need, because the vibes in the other group are like very much so like the Abundance Project. There's a twerk shop at the end of the week, which I will definitely be attending. So that's really fun. And then the other thing that we wanted to throw out there, some extra dates here on Monday. Sophia, do you want to explain the run thing? I have to create the graphic for it today, but do you want to explain it?
Oh yeah, so Hannah and I have been talking about like getting a little bit more creative with just kind of like who we're reaching with our businesses. And obviously we all love the Abundance Project and what it's about, and the spiritual connections, but I was saying how I would love to kind of branch out to like athletes and people who are, because this stuff is so good for them as well. So we've just been kind of brainstorming, and we figured it would be a fun time to like do a fitness challenge, and nothing really crazy because we want like other people to do it too. But I was thinking we could do like a 3-mile run on Monday, and I know not everyone loves to run, so you don't have to do it. But I know that a lot of people, it's like almost running season, and I feel like if we have a day and a time where everyone across the country is going for like a 3-mile run, like it's just adding to what we're already doing by just trying to promote like healthy, active lifestyles. And the fitness part of what we're doing as well is such a market that we can access, I think. And I think if we start to sort of incorporate, because I'm sure you guys have all have people that you're talking to that are on different wavelengths with spirituality and health. And so yeah, we were just gonna do like a little fun run on Monday, I think like 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So it's kind of a good time for everyone across. And we were just gonna do like a post reset, feeling great vibes. Let's go for a run together, or walk or jog, whatever you want. Get outside. So
Amazing.
yeah, something different.
Yeah, and like those are the ideas we want to keep contributing. So like if you have something that pops into your head, bring it up. Like let's make it happen. If there's a certain group of people that you want to be talking to more, like we're all about diversifying. Obviously, like everyone on this screen has a lot in common, like a lot of really adventurous spirits and like a big spiritual side, loves yoga, like things like that. But let's connect with people outside of that realm. And then in addition, so next Thursday, a week from today, we are going to do a raise your vibration event in the evening. I think we're doing, what is it, 5:30 Mountain, so that East Coasters can still be there and not be asleep. And we'll get you more details, but just throw that on your calendar, and you can start talking to people about it. We'll get obviously graphics and things like that that you can send people. But fun things, events. And yeah, choose what resonates with you and leave the rest, right? Okay, so I feel like that's all the housekeeping. Is there anything anybody else would like to add before we like drop into our bodies instead of being in our brains? Anybody? Okay, cool. All right, then I think we can just, does anybody want to lead just a little short little get into your body, deep breathing, meditation? I'm putting somebody on the spot. Gwen.
I had a really bad night's sleep.
Okay, so that's, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, no. I like gonna start my period today, and it's just like
I'm
you know
mine today.
bubbling up. I mean, I could do it, but I don't know what's
Don't
gonna
feel
come
called
out.
to. It's fine. It's totally fine. Alex, you're muted?
I'll pull something out of my butt. All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, girl.
All right, close your eyes. Oh, man. Start concentrating on your breath. Let's go deep with it. Let's take deep inhales, exaggerate the exhale. What's been coming up a lot for me lately, and I'm sure you all feel the same, is just as we're leading this community, our friends and our family, for this reset, just this thought or that we have to be perfect, that we have to be pillars of health, look a certain way, feel a certain way, act a certain way. But what's beneath that? What do we uniquely bring to the table? Where's the pull, the calling to do this? Where does that come from? That rawness, that realness, that is what attracts the community to you. That is what you bring to the table. Take that in. Try to connect with that part of you, that unfiltered part of you. That part of you that knows that trying, just simply trying, is enough. We've all set the intention to do better, to be better, to help people. That's sealed, that's out in the world, that's the universe hears that. So I needed that reminder today. And maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But it's good to seal it again, to feel it in our hearts and our bodies, and even remind our mind, because it likes to forget sometimes. But just take that in and sit with it for a couple breaths. Okay. Come back to us when you're ready.
Holy shit.
That's so beautiful, Alex.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, guys.
I needed that reminder.
Me too. There was a cheese board in front of me yesterday, and it got the best of me.
Awesome.
Whatever, dude. My boyfriend's mom makes the best fucking cheese boards, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm having some.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, you rock my world. That was amazing. Yeah, those words were beautiful. The fact that you're like, oh, whip something out of my ass, and that's what you come up with. Are you kidding me? Like, whip something out of my deep soul. Anyway, so the theme I think that I brought up before in the tea time chat, if we could just go around and say, well, first of all, 2 truths and a lie. I just figured that'd be really silly and fun. If you don't feel called to do that, that's also fine. That we can learn something about you maybe that we don't know. And then also something you're celebrating. Maybe that's in the business, maybe that's personal, and then something you're struggling with. Maybe that's in the business, maybe that's personal. And then kind of leaving it open for some people to, with the struggle piece especially, like if there's anything that people want to add, some advice, maybe they've been there, maybe they relate, just kind of leave it up for conversation. So does anybody feel called to start that?
I can.
Yay, Kate.
I wrote my two truths in the lie down last night. And they all have to do with this reset. So
Cool.
let me just make sure I like put it down on my calendar so I wouldn't forget. Because I'm struggling with keeping all my shit together.
Struggle.
Yeah. Okay. So I haven't had dairy. I haven't eaten past 7. And what was the last one? And I do miss caffeine. And I guess you decide which one's the lie, right?
You've eaten past 7.
I have. I've been
Me
working.
too.
I've been working late. And on Monday, I went for a skin after work and got home at 7:30. And I was like, well, I went like really far, so I'm gonna eat some food. I had a banana. So, yeah, my struggle has been work's been freaking nuts. Like even getting on this call this morning, like as much as I was looking forward to it, like the hour before we got on this call, I was getting pinged on work and people are already frustrated. And I think people are feeling burnt out because there's like not much of a work-life balance. And you're always like kind of expected to be on, like, it's like, what else are you doing? Aren't you responding? So it's been like, I've been kind of getting anxious about it, but meditations and trying to be as present as I can and meetings like this have helped. And then what was the other one that I have to talk about? A win?
Celebration, yeah.
Celebration. I felt really good about talking to people lately and getting people signed up. And that's been super motivating and building confidence. And I am celebrating that I am this full right now in a time of quietness in the world. Yeah. Okay. That's it.
Does anybody relate to the
If anyone has any advice, like, all ears.
I've worked from home for 6 years now, and it's like the most common thing is like you feel like you have to overcompensate because you work from home now and you're not commuting or traveling or getting dressed or whatever it is, and you're home all the time.
Yeah.
So what I do, like routine is key, and then I set strict boundaries. So like if my work is done at 5:30, I do like a workout class or something just to be like, this is the defining moment where I divide working at home and just being at home.
Yeah. I've been trying to do that. It's just hard. I don't know if you like hear that, like the voices of your coworkers being like,
Yeah.
Where are you? What are you doing? Let's get on the phone now. And you're like,
Yeah. And it's totally okay not to respond. And it's okay just to be like, I'm not available at this time, or like, I'm taking a 15-minute walk or a 10-minute break. Like people, they're going to push you and push you. It's like your job to push back and set those boundaries. It took me like 2 years to set them. I was working till like 8 at night. I felt like I had to respond at all times because I was home. Like if I went to the bathroom or like a walk or like cook something for 10, 15 minutes and someone messaged me, I had like anxiety that I had missed
yeah.
it. Like,
That's it.
just don't even worry about it. Just like set those boundaries for yourself and people will respect them. And then in return, they'll probably set them too because they'll see that you're a happier, better person. Whereas like when you're constantly worried about it, you're like in stress and anxiety and you can't show up your full self. So
True. Thank you.
yeah. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time and it took me like 2-3 years. I wish someone just like told me the magic keys. So if you guys have any questions, reach out.
I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, I should take my own advice and brush my hair in my routine, but working on it. Steps.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Kate. We're starting us off.
I can go next.
Yay.
Okay, 2 truths and a lie. I almost just said 2 truths and then, sorry, 2 truths and a lie. I have 10 tattoos. I'm certified in yoga, and I've saved over 10 people's lives.
The one is a
What?
lie.
Which one?
The yoga.
You're right. The yoga's a lie.
Save 10 lives? That's awesome.
It's not that impressive. I'm a lifeguard. I'm supposed to do that.
But
Lifeguarding never saved anyone's life.
Super cool.
And then the celebration is I went live on Instagram yesterday and shared the meditation for the first time. that was like sweating bullets, but it was good. And then a downfall is I was getting in really good shape before this, and I was like feeling it, like so hyped for summer. I was like, I'm gonna be in shape, you know, and I've been hating my bod lately. So, but it is what it is. That's why I'm glad for this reset.
You should get into that body love group,
Yeah.
because I mean, no matter the choices that you're making with food or whatever that is, like you should still love
Mm-hmm.
the vessel in which you're in,
Mm-hmm.
because you're absolutely beautiful.
Thanks.
And I mean,
I think it's something we all have, you know.
totally. And unfortunately, sometimes these resets bring it up, I think, a little bit more for people because they're
Mhm.
worried about the perfectionism of it all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, grace.
And I feel like I can't talk the talk if I don't walk the walk, you know. So.
And just be honest.
Yeah. But it's good. It brings it all up, so you gotta deal with it.
Anybody else struggling with that? Body stuff.
Perfectionist.
Yeah. I broke my leg, so I can relate.
Yeah, just got to fill up our cup right now. And if that's eating cheese, fuck yeah. Cool. Thanks for sharing, Alex. Amazing. Who's got 2 truths and a lie?
I'll go. Okay. I play the guitar. I was born in Sweden, and I played against Olympian in volleyball.
You don't play the guitar.
No. You guys have never seen me play the guitar. That was such a dumb lie.
I only know because that was almost my lie.
Oh. It's a good one. I thought it was. I went to bed last night. All right. So let's see. I'm celebrating my team. I've just had this overwhelming gratitude lately of everyone that I've been able to work with in this journey. I feel like, and as our team grows, I just get more grateful with all the added energies and just beautiful lights that are coming through to us. I mean, I just have been feeling and celebrating so much gratitude for what we're doing here and the beyond what we're doing, like the layers beyond, you know, the surface. So it's really fun to be able to work with inspiring people and motivate each other. It's like you can see how we all motivate each other back and forth, and it's really special. So that's been my latest celebration. And then what I'm dealing with or going through, I guess, I don't know, it's like a fluctuation every day. This time is so strange, and I think I usually am able to find a lot of gratitude because of my my situation and how lucky we all are to have what we have. But the unknown has always been something that scares me and it makes me feel vulnerable. And this is such an unknown time, so it's interesting to like observe what comes up during this process. And definitely human connection I miss a lot, and like hugging my family. And it's kind of heartbreaking when you see people look at each other and think that everyone is sick, and like that first like standoff
approach is something I've never experienced in this lifetime. So I just think the whole collective of what's happening and the ebb and flow of that is kind of what I'm navigating the most.
Anybody relate?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is fucking heavy.
It's just like there's like a weight kind of like sitting in my stomach about it. I'm like, oh great.
And it's weird walking into a store and feeling like everyone's looking at you like you're diseased, and you're like, what? So it's kind of like intimidating and weird, feeling like nobody can approach you, which I think is different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I
Do you ever
constantly
want to
forget.
like? Do you ever just want to like cough in the grocery store though and see what people do?
I swallowed my own spit the other day, and I was like, had to cough in the grocery store. And I was like, why is this happening to me?
I'm on crutches, so I'm like, I wonder if like people would say something or not, because they'd be like, oh, she's like partially disabled at the time, like it's okay, or like would they be like, lady, like come on.
Mhm.
I'll let you know if I do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking
I mean,
like,
it's not nice.
I feel like I've just been allowing myself to sit in the heaviness when it kind of settles in.
Mm.
Just allowing to feel it.
Hi, Oso.
Oh,
You know, all the dogs have been rescued though. So the
seriously.
shelters are like, yeah, the shelters are empty. My friend lives in New York. She called 7 different rescues and they're out of dogs. So
Yeah.
the dogs are saved. Yeah. And the
If
cat.
anyone saw my cat walking over my lap, I just adopted her because of quarantine. So
Yeah.
So cute.
Mm.
She's so cute.
she's the best.
Oh, amazing.
Okay, I'll go. I drank coffee during the reset. I can touch my tongue to my nose. And I got my first partner last night.
Lie, you drank coffee.
True. I didn't drink coffee. I miss coffee so much.
I knew that was the one because you talk about coffee so much. I knew you would think that it would be the one.
I
You're tricky.
You think we're so tricky, but we're not.
I had like dreams about coffee last night. Wake up and have tea.
You can't touch your tongue to your nose. Did you not get your rep?
No, I did.
Oh.
He just barely misses her nose.
Oh.
It looked like you hit
Oh, no,
it.
I got it.
Oh. Your ID's altruistic.
No, I got a rep and I can touch my tongue to my nose. And I did not drink coffee.
Oh, you
That
did.
was
Oh, sorry. Whoa.
Yeah.
It's not 10 yet. My
I
brain's
know.
still waking up.
Girls, I know. And so my success feeling is that I feel like I'm honoring my energy. And like I was talking to Hannah about this yesterday. Reaching out to people like through text was feeling kind of like giving me more insecurity than like confidence. And so I just started doing like voice messages after I did like the initial, hey, how are you? And like speaking from my voice, or like doing a video message when I'm reaching out. And it just felt so much more my style. And it's been landing a lot better with people. So I feel like that's success because I'm feeling a lot more authentic than like texting a bunch of stuff and then like erasing half of it and then adding emojis and then sending, because that's what I was doing. And my thorn is I think I'm just feeling a lot physically right now. Like I have a lot of body anxiety, and I keep working out and like meditating and writing, and like I don't know if it's maybe like cleansing from caffeine and alcohol, but it feels like kind of like a rebound effect. Like I woke up today almost feeling hungover. I don't get it.
Could be detox.
Yeah.
I felt that way the past 2 days.
Yeah.
Like headaches at work, and just like I texted Hannah, I was like, I just want a cup of coffee because I need to feel this apart.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a headache?
I don't today, but I did the past 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up making myself like I've been taking like decaf Earl Grey, which is probably super processed. And I made myself like a cup of regular Earl Grey with a lot of CBD in it, and it helped. Maybe that.
Peppermint on the halo for that.
I also realized I didn't have peppermint after you said that. I know.
It's like Advil.
So I'm feeling the reset.
Yeah. And you're also about to start your cycle.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Love just ending today.
Congratulations.
I went through a whole period without my dog eating a single one of my used tampons.
Ugh.
He always gets into the garbage and eats them.
Mm.
I shouldn't use that in my.
He really loves his mother.
Yeah, I mean, it's stinky. Of course he wants to eat it.
Is that the equivalent of like someone being like breastfed for too long? Your dog.
Oh man. Well, we all are holding space for you, Gwenny, and I know you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm also feeling that.
I'm about to start my period too, Gwen. I can feel you.
Let's hear it, Caroline.
Okay, my truths and lies, or lie and truths. I moved to a new town 2 weeks ago. I'm bilingual, and I can crack my toes forever.
You can't crack your toes.
Oh, but I can.
Oh, damn it.
You're not bilingual.
I'm not, but I wish I was. I'm celebrating new team members for sure. Definitely took advantage of the wave and the $52 wave. And Alex got a new team member, Savannah. So I'm celebrating that because it's exciting. And I'm struggling with money right now. I'm thankful for Juice Plus, of course, for having that residual income, but moving to a new town, it's nearly impossible to find a job right now. So I'm kind of digging into the savings, and I don't like doing that. So that's my struggle, but it's so out of my control that I know that it's not even worth stressing about because so many people are struggling with this right now. So I wish there was an answer, but it's just kind of, it is what it is. So I know everything will work out, but I just get anxiety about it.
Can you file for unemployment?
I can, and that's my next step for sure.
I think you should do that.
I am collecting unemployment right now, and you should do it.
Mm-hmm.
You really should.
Wait, who said that? Sorry. Oh, Savannah.
I'm also looking for a job, so it's worth the unemployment.
Oh, nice. So you already filed?
I work in a restaurant right now, or I did, and it's closed, so I filed for unemployment. And then with like the CARE Act, you get $600 on top of every weekly unemployment payment. So like right now I get $600 on top of what they gave me. So I'm making like more money than I was making at the restaurant.
All right. Well, I know what I'm doing after this call then.
Yeah, you should do it.
Thank you for that.
They waived a lot of like, I've filed for unemployment before in the past, and they've waived a lot of like the paperwork for once you're in it to like prove that you're looking for a job. I believe like, so you don't really need to prove to them that you're looking for a job because they're assuming like for Savannah, like she works at a restaurant, that when the restaurant can reopen, they'll rehire her.
I filed
Right.
for unemployment and I haven't received that $600 a week on top of my pay. Yeah. So
I got my first unemployment check yesterday, and the 600 was in it, but I don't know how they're
Yeah.
qualifying it or anything like that. Like, it's very confusing, and I obviously can't get them on the phone because millions and trillions and zillions of people are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to file at a certain time. I have like a specific hour every week that I have to file at. No,
Mine
I have to,
Mine
yeah.
is just file like every week. They encourage you to do it at the beginning of the week.
Mine's like Wednesdays at 2 p.m. is when I have to file. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's different in every state, so I'm not sure. I know for where I am in Virginia, it's whenever you want, and people who I worked with have started receiving the 600 as well. I'm just not sure how it works state by state.
Damn, I gotta find out. I need that 600.
I'm gonna look into this. This is all like such new information. It's like a foreign language right now. I'm not bilingual. So I'll have to look into it after this call.
Cool. Well,
Thank you for letting me know that though.
you got some girls to help you too. That's awesome.
Mhm.
I can do
Cool.
my truths and lies and things. Okay, so I was a dancer for 18 years. I speak Spanish, and my mom cuts my hair.
You were a dancer for 17 years.
No, I was a dancer for 18 years.
You don't speak Spanish?
No, I don't speak Spanish. No, my mom does cut my hair in my kitchen though when I'm around her. It's really long hair. She just goes it all across. So one thing that I'm celebrating, it's not really like super personal, but a little bit. My boyfriend just got into med school recently. So that's really exciting because I was like along with him for like a lot of the hard processes. Like I didn't even know him when he was studying for his MCAT or anything, but when he like the application process itself is just like brutal. So I feel like a little bit like enjoyment and just celebrating with him because I know he's proud and I'm proud and it's a lot. And I just didn't want him to have to go through the application process again and like wait, and it's just a weight lifted off my shoulders for him. And one thing I'm struggling with is kind of similar. I just graduated college last May, and then I took some time off, and then I traveled for like 6 weeks and like into Southeast Asia and did volunteering and did a bunch of fun stuff, thinking, oh, I'll come back and I'll start applying for jobs and it's like all going to be great and dandy. And now like people aren't really like, I don't know if people are hiring. I don't know if like wasting my time applying to places to start my career. Are they looking at my applications? Do I wait? If I wait and not apply, if I wait till all this is over, like, did I miss out? And so I'm just kind of in this weird, I don't want to waste my time spending days on end doing like the gruesome process of applying for jobs if it's not going to be looked at. But I don't want to like get behind on my career because it's a very competitive field. Like I want to get into creative advertising because I just love it. And I love being creative and stuff with my words. So it's hard to figure out where to go with it.
Yeah. Can't imagine. Like, so I was in marketing and advertising when I started in corporate America. Yeah, it is. I mean, Caitlin can speak to it. Like,
yeah. I'm like the left brain, so I'm not the creative, but yeah, it's a high stress industry. Would you agree, Hannah? Maybe all jobs are high stress.
if you let them, I suppose.
If you let them. But it's rewarding if you have the right clients. But it is hard.
Right now? You think people are looking to hire right now?
I was thinking about that. You should honestly, like a lot of entertainment companies are switching over to like obviously like online entertainment. I don't know how much you know about like web presence, but that's like if there's anything I've learned from being in the industry, understanding like back ends of websites and understanding kind of those technical aspects there. I don't know if you're trying to be a graphic designer, but even web design, all that is kind of the trajectory of marketing. and we've seen a lot of our clients that are staying active, entertainment clients, like switching, like Wintergrass is one of my clients, and they've had to cancel all their festivals, but they've switched to Wintergrass TV, or Dock Dogs, which is a big dog jumping sport. If no one's heard of it, you don't live in Vail and go to GoPro games, but they've switched over to like a fantasy league. Yeah. But yeah, if you have any questions, like holler at me anytime.
Okay.
That help.
I will, yeah. I don't know, like, it's hard. My boyfriend's always like, well, do you know anyone like in advertising and marketing? Like, and I'm like, don't you think if I knew someone, I would have already reached out to them? Like, he asks me that like once a week. I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah. No, we should talk because I know a lot of people in different states that do it also.
Okay.
So, yeah. And I fell into it, honestly. So here I am doing it. Yay.
This is my goal. Okay, continue. That was awesome. Thanks for sharing, Savannah. It's so awesome to get to know you. I can't, like, it's funny because I don't know all you guys in person yet. Like, there are a few of you who haven't met in person, but I'm like, I just want to hug you.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, I know, right?
I can go.
Yay!
Hey. Okay. So, two truths and a lie. Let's see. I hate spicy food. I've done a triathlon. And I grew up on a farm.
You hate spicy food. Or you don't hate spicy food.
Love spicy food.
I hate spicy food. It just like wrecks my stomach. I just can't handle it. I can handle light spice, but.
Did you not grow up on a farm?
I did grow up on a farm.
Oh.
But fuck Ohio people. But I have not done a triathlon, and I don't really have a desire to. My boyfriend's been wanting to do it for a really long time, but I don't know. I don't like swimming. I don't mind running. I don't mind the biking, but swimming is just like cold. So, and then I'm celebrating life because why not? I'm just waking up every day being so fortunate to, I'm currently living at my parents' place and they're awesome. So I'm just super fortunate to be under their wings right now, and I'm thrilled that I'm a part of this community right now too. So I'm celebrating that, and yeah, just the sunshine because it's beautiful. And then struggle right now. I'm in grad school and I'm writing my thesis, and I'm currently in a major writing block. So if anybody has any advice for getting out of like mind block, please send it my way. I don't know why I'm so stuck right now, but I need to keep pushing through somehow. So yeah.
What are you
That's
writing?
where I'm kind of at. I'm writing a thesis on a contemporary I specialize in Native American art. I'm getting my master's in art history and museum studies. So I specialize in Native American, and I'm focusing on a contemporary artist. His name is Jeffrey Gibson. He's the shit. Yeah. So if anybody wants to read a thesis about contemporary Native American artists, I will send it your way when I'm done.
My major was art history in undergrad. So
Oh, hell yeah, girl. You feel my pain.
lots of citations.
Oh yeah, big time.
You don't live in Jackson, do you? I know someone who's looking for a director for their gallery.
No, I don't, but a goal of mine is to open an art gallery in Jackson one day. So I will keep you posted on that. Yeah, connections. Love it.
Are active on social media, but I've seen authors write on their like Instagram story, like I have writer's block. Have any tips or ideas on this topic, and then people can write, and that might like trigger something like, oh, okay, start
That's a
writing.
good idea. Yeah, get like an outsider's perspective.
Mhm.
Totally. Thank you.
Mary, I know you're a big writer. Do you have any tips for writer's block?
I do. Try writing about something else. Like, don't focus on the thing that's like getting you blocked. Write about something else, even if it's just like your thoughts or describing the weather. I don't know, but just write something that's completely different and then see if that just gets creative juices flowing. And you just maybe like read more about it. I don't know. Sometimes reading will spark like the thing you've been waiting for.
Yeah, totally.
Or just step away for a week. Just don't do anything.
That's what I've been doing. It's been a week now, and I'm like, I should probably get back into it, but yeah, no, and I keep reading on the subject too, and getting ideas. It's just, I'm so done with it. Yeah. Anyways, that's it.
I guess for sure.
I'll go next.
I was gonna say I'm muted.
I'm just gonna do all truth since I don't know a lot of you guys, so just kind of give you like a background of me. So my name is Marissa, and I lived in Vail for over 5 years. And originally, I grew up in Oregon. I played soccer at Oregon State for 4 years, so go Beavs. And I've kind of just been an athlete my whole life, whether it's been playing soccer or snowboarding or mountain biking or backpacking, kind of just thrown myself into the outdoor recreation here in Vail since it's so accessible. Yeah, I guess today I'm celebrating joining Juice Plus since I joined literally last night. So that's exciting. And I think I'm celebrating the snow because we just got like 6 inches of snow outside in Vail. And I think I'm kind of excited about it. I've had like a love-hate relationship with snow this spring since it's like we can't really go up the resort and ski. But being able to skin and get some exercise and still kind of ski while this whole pandemic is going on has been like a nice outlet. So I'm kind of excited. I'm excited for the snow today. I might go for a skin later today or this weekend. Yeah.
Bless you. You're celebrating, and then are you struggling with anything right now?
I would say I'm struggling with getting a constant sleep pattern. Like with not having work and not having like a schedule, I am like either going to sleep at like 10 p.m. or like 2 a.m. Then I'm either waking up at like 9 or like 11. So it's just like been like very inconsistent sleeping, which is kind of like, I think my daily routine has been pretty consistent, but my sleeping has just kind of been like all over the map. Which is like okay at a time like this because like I can go to sleep whenever I want and wake up whenever I want, but sometimes it'll like throw off like my day if I like go to sleep so late and wake up really late. Then I'm like, oh, it's 11 o'clock, half the day's like gone. So I think that's been something that it's been just like inconsistent during this.
Yeah, I've been so tired just in general. And I think it's probably also because we're all fighting something.
Yeah. Are you telling us we all have coronavirus?
We all have every single one of us.
I've also struggled with some lethargy, and for the past few days I've been waking up, and the first thing I do when I wake up is go for a walk outside, take the dog out. I know it's kind of snowy in Vail or in Colorado right now, but even if you just like go outside for a second and like go back in it, and then like I am super energized. for the morning. It's weird. I don't know. Let me try that on.
I don't work at all, and I am sleeping like 11 hours a night some nights. Like I sleep until 11 o'clock almost every day. Like I set an alarm today for this meeting. And I'm like so tired. Like, I mean, I was so tired last night. Granted, I did go on like 3-mile like walk hike with my friend's dog, but like my roommates are getting up and going to work or working from home, and like they're going to bed after me, and they're like all like energized and stuff, and I'm just like exhausted. And that's just like not who I am at all as a person. Like I know I love routines. I get up, I do my thing, but with not having anything to do, I've been struggling a lot with just like being tired for no reason.
Yeah. Same, I feel you. I'm like super strict about my bedtimes. Like I'm in bed unplugged at like 9, and then I like to be up at like, well, I had to be at work at 7 when I was working, but like even when I wasn't, at like 7:38. If I like laying in bed for an hour, like I get anxiety. It's like this whole thing now. I'm like, you know, watching a movie past like 9 o'clock, and that's like messing me up, and like sleeping till 9, and I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, my morning is taken from me. So I think we're all experiencing it. And it's just like, part of it is like, when I'm telling myself is like, you just have to like let go, just keep letting go, and then finding like the new things that work for you, and stop holding on to what was working for you before. Because
New norm.
mm-hmm.
I love that. Like giving yourself grace, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everyone knows how to handle this time, truly.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone's bored and you want to pick up an instrument, I have a free 3-month subscription through my job to Fender, so you can learn like guitar, ukulele, whatever. I'm happy to share it if you guys want to learn.
Please do. I got a ukulele for Christmas, and I can't play it.
No, I bought it like 2 years ago in Japan. I was like, I'll play because I bought it. It's just sat there. So
Wait,
yeah.
I've played guitar since I was 13, and I'm about to be 23, and I played it for 2 months.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to pick up an instrument, I think it's only like ukulele, guitar, bass, and like one other, but I'm happy to share it if you guys want
I'm hype.
it. Send it to you, Alex.
Thanks.
I need to get a ukulele.
I feel like I manifested that. I've been looking at it every day, like I should fucking pick that thing up. But I just haven't.
Thanks for sharing, Marissa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, this is a sign. I'll put it in the chat so you can just use it.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. We might
I
overlap a little. So like just note, like if we both use it, like where you left off might be different where I left off, because it's like true video course modules, like step by step.
Mara, did you go? Go.
Muted. Okay. Nope. All right. 2 truths and a lie. I got married in an ice cave. I've hiked a 14er, and I had pigs growing up.
Have you not hiked a 14er? Oh, that's
Nope. Nope. Haven't really felt the desire.
Girl, me
It's like
too.
that top part. I'm like, I'm good. I like the tree line.
Don't you like live at 14,000 feet?
Yeah.
And I go the mountains. I live like in them.
I get altitude sickness, so I never hike 14ers. I feel the same way. I'm like, it's cool.
It's so good.
So you're
Like
not
watching
coming
me go up
for
a mountain,
plus 14er.
I need all fours. I can't like hold a dog on a leash. Like I just.
I get horribly nauseous, and I
So
just
hot.
like don't care enough to try it anymore.
Maybe this
Honestly, you get to the top and they all look the same
That too.
once you get to the
Yeah.
top.
Alpine looks like so much prettier.
I just like the trees.
That's one of the challenges I want to create this summer for the Abundance Project is like hike a 14er or do something like the activities thing we're talking about. And then we can make raw balls and show them how we like use these things for, fuel.
All
Just
right.
saying. So this summer's your summer, girl.
Full sense, Sophia.
I do want to acknowledge that if any of you have to go at the hour, feel free. I think we'll probably stick around for a few minutes after, because just to, hang out. But continue, Mary.
Continue. So I think I'll end with the celebration. The biggest challenge for me is feeling like I have to stay on top of everything. So especially living in a very small space with 2 big dogs, one of whom is shedding copious amounts of hair. I just feel a lot of anxiety around not having a clean space. And it's just like, you can't keep it clean. Like, you can vacuum, but then dog hair appears again. So I feel like that's not a very deep one. I could connect it to deeper things. I feel like cleanliness has always been safety for me, and just like being able to control something. So I do feel a little bit of like yesterday was not a good day, and the day before wasn't great either. Yeah, that's where I'm at. So sometimes I feel great swimming in dog hair, and other times I don't. And the flip switches very quickly. Celebrating, it's kind of like so we got our second dog not too long ago, like a month and a half ago. And so I've just been celebrating family and feeling like a complete unit, and just how perfectly he's kind of meshed into what we had as a tripod, and now we're like a 4-pod. But he's just so perfect, and it's really exciting that we were able to find a dog like this, even though he comes with his challenges. It's been great to have all this time together. So I'm celebrating that. The silver lining of quarantine.
I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna take an online yoga class right at 10. But it was really nice meeting all you guys, and I'm sure we'll be all talking very soon.
Yeah.
Have a great
also.
day.
Guys, talk to you later.
You're my celebration.
You're my celebration.
Love you.
All right, guys. Have to hop off too. I'll see you guys soon.
Bye, Danielle.
Bye, girlfriend.
Love ya.
Sage, I'm
Love
gonna
you.
watch this recording so I can hear what you had to say, and Hannah too.
You what?
I have to go too, but I'm gonna watch the recording. Or you guys can just text me your truths and lies, because I would like
message it to you.
Who has gone?
Yeah.
Is it
You and Sage, Hannah.
Sage, did you not go?
No.
Go.
Okay, go really fast so I can hear.
Right. Okay. I play rugby. I have 7 siblings, and my big toenail is falling off.
That's my worst nightmare.
Snowboarding.
The toenail.
I gave that one away. No, that's actually happening. I would show you, but you'll get, it's not
You have
pretty.
6 siblings?
I have 1 sibling.
Oh.
Wow, you really lied about the 7, huh? That
Yeah.
was a big
Those are 1. I have always wanted 7, but I only have 1. No, I play rugby. That's how I broke my leg.
That's a fun sport.
I played soccer for 26 years, and then I moved out here looking for a soccer team, and I found rugby and broomball. Anything but soccer, so.
Broomball.
Oh, so fun.
So fun.
A win for me. Sophia already knows, but it sounds bad because a lot of you are talking about unemployment. But I've been in corporate America for a long time, over like 15 years. And for like the last 2 years, I've really hated my job, and I wake up every day and I just like, I'm like, if I can get through this day. And so on Friday, I quit my job, which sounds crazy, but I'm doing like the startup that I've been doing full time in this, and just living and not working like 10, 15 hours a day, which is what I've been doing for the last 10 years of my life. So I moved from New York to Jackson. I'm like trying to get my life back.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. It's
I'm
like,
so
I'm
happy
also,
for you.
so like May 1st is my last day of my job. I'm moving, and then I get in like a walking boot next week. And so it's like, there's a lot of things going on. And I like, normally I think I'd be overwhelmed by it, but I'm like excited. And I think like a big part of it in my healing is like when I went to PT, they said like I'm healing at a really rapid rate, like 2 to 4 weeks faster than most people. And I really think it's because I started Juice Plus like literally a month before it happened. And so, I mean, I don't know how it could just be that I'm a fast healer, but I honestly think like the added nutrients really helped, especially when like I was bedridden and I couldn't make food and I couldn't eat. And like there'd be days where I just didn't want to eat. And so, but I would take Juice Plus, and I think that kind of like carried me through. And then something that I'm struggling with, everything, walking. I think it's probably like feeling guilty that I can't give my dogs like the walks that they need and the runs. And I used to have a lot of support from my rugby team coming to walk them, and now they can't come over anymore. So going from having like a full team of support where they were on a schedule and doing rotations and like really being there from a community standpoint, and then Corona hit and just having it all taken away and having to do it alone. So it's definitely been a struggle of like knowing I'm not alone, but I've been feeling really alone for the last month or so. So I'm excited to have a new community of awesome women like you guys.
We're sending you love, even though we can't walk your dog.
I know, it's okay. I'll be able to walk next week. So yeah.
Yay. There is a loneliness to all of this though.
Yeah, I like being alone. It's different. It's like feeling like you like don't have someone, like just people to be there for you, even if it's just them sitting there with you being like, it's okay. But yeah, everything's hard.
I will offer anytime you just want to hop on the phone and like be in the presence of somebody else. Like I offer to everyone on the team. But yeah, it's such a nice thing to be able to do for each other right now.
Yeah. And you talk about the body thing. I mean, I like stare in the mirror every day being like, did I gain weight during this time? Did I like, where is like, I've lost all this muscle. Like, so it's just been going through that as well.
And sometimes I feel like I look in the mirror and I like make things up. I'm
yeah.
like, I'm definitely bigger here, or I'm definitely, this was not here before. And like I step on the scale and it's like the same. So we're like totally like lying to ourselves, or our mind is lying to us.
I got rid of a scale. I had a very unhealthy relationship with it. Not that it's ever been that bad, but yeah, it's just like I've tried to change my mind. So when I look in the mirror, I'm like, you're beautiful, and just like reinstate positivity instead of trying to pick myself apart, which is what I've been doing for 30 years of my life. So, and I see it, like I can see a different lens if I change my filter and my opinions about myself. So that's been helpful.
Yeah.
Like even if I don't mean it, I just say it and it helps.
Yeah. You so hard. Really so hard.
Yeah. Thanks for staying on and listening.
I want to hang out with you guys all day. Honest. Could be up in Butser.
And Savannah, if you're still unemployed in like a month or two, I might have a job for you.
All right, thank you. My lease is up in August, so I have to move this year. So let me know. I probably will be.
Where you work remote.
Okay, perfect.
Tell us more.
Yeah, I'll definitely message you.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you for letting me know about that.
So Savannah, let's move to the West Coast.
Yeah, I'm down. At least for a couple years, for the first 2 years that my boyfriend will be in med school, like I'm doing my thing. I am not going to Toledo, Ohio.
No, don't do that.
No.
My friend did that actually. She did the same thing. Her boyfriend was in got his MBA or something there, and she moved there, and she was like, it sucks, don't do it.
Ain't nothing happening there.
What?
Have you gone?
I haven't gone.
Go.
Well, go.
Okay. Okay. It's snowing and I'm really excited. Mary's also really excited that it's snowing. Let's see. I am an only child, and my favorite accessory is socks.
You're not excited about snow.
I know.
I'm excited about snow.
I know you are. I want spring so bad. I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I want to just like go sit outside in the sunshine, but it's literally dumping right now.
I
We're
hate
close.
snow.
What?
I hate snow.
I like
Time to go to Mexico, boys.
Despise it.
I miss Mexico. No, and I live in the mountains with snow, but I'm kind of over it.
You're ready for the next thing.
Yeah, I want to go mountain biking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, those are ruined it. Okay, so I'll start with what I'm struggling with. I think it's very interesting that Caitlin started with this, and Sage, you give such good advice, but I definitely like overwork. Like I work until 9 almost every night. And like I don't need to, but I do just because I love what I do, but I need to have boundaries. And my boyfriend just started a business as well, and so we're both in this place. We're like super excited about what we're doing, but we're just like always working right now. So yeah, creating some more boundaries. I'm very aware that that needs to occur. And celebration. Well, obviously Marissa was on the call. I was super excited. She's been a customer of mine for a long time and a good friend of mine here in the Vail Valley. And yeah, yesterday she had her reservations, and just like how cool that this team is growing and that we all have a lot of commonalities, but also are really different, and that I really want to focus on bringing people into our community that maybe don't fit this. And I love, Alex, that you were talking about this, like should be like in your meditation, should be a certain way, should look a certain way, should make certain choices and actions in their life. Like that's not what this is about. Like this is a community of people that love each other and want to support one another and live in abundance. And like that is not any one particular person. And talking to Marissa yesterday about that made me really excited, because I feel like there's a whole world out there of people that we haven't even connected with yet. And so that's something to celebrate, that we have so much to look forward to. Yeah. And I'm super jittery today because I had some cacao, and it always makes me shaky. So it's been really fun to just like listen to everybody and be over here like, But thank you ladies so much for sticking around and listening and hanging out and sharing. I felt it was really fun to get to know everyone. And also like we have so many other things outside of this community to offer one another, and a lot of the things that we're struggling with, like someone else in this community has a solution for. So like even if you don't think that someone might be able to help with that connection, like reach out, and maybe there's someone in our network that could support you in a different avenue of your life. That's an important piece of what we do. Just be good friends, right? But yeah, I really want to have a dance party still. What do you guys
I'm actually gonna hop over to Sophia's melt class.
You're gonna go melt? Okay, cool.
Yeah. I love you. I'm
Get in the
going
playlist.
to the class
Okay.
too. Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys. Mwah. Mwah.